Hey everybody! So today's video is going to be a battle of foundation. Best of the best Sendayu Tinggi foundation. But I have only 4 Sendayu foundations to talk about. I don't have all of the foundations. So yeah, I figured instead of doing like a separate dedicated review for each of the foundation, why don't just talk about them in one video and let you guys know which one is my favorite and which one is my least favorite. By the way, before we start, just a quick disclaimer. I have a very oily skin, but I have a lot of texture and dry patches on my skin due to active zits and recovering zits and scars. So all of the reviews will be based on my skin condition, the environment that I was in. I'm sorry if the foundation that I don't like happens to be your favorite, or if you try my most recommended foundation and it doesn't work for you, because every skin type is different. Even if you have oily skin like mine, still tak sama, okay? I can just give you a guideline and my own opinion. So the only way to know for sure is for you to try it for yourself. Alright? So jangan kecam sis kalau it doesn't work for you. By the way, I'm going to leave like a timestamp. Be sure to check out the description box below. I'm going to leave the timestamp of each review so that you can fast forward to the foundation review that you want to see. Okay, without further ado, let's begin. So the first foundation that I'm going to talk about is the Whipped Cream Foundation. Base Semi Matte Oil Control, Perfect Coverage, Long Lasting. I use the shade Natural Beige 03. I believe there is only 4 shades available. Yeah, I pick up number 3 because surprisingly number 4 looks lighter than number 3. It's either it looks lighter ataupun it looks pinkier than number 3. So that is why I went with this one. Ever since they launched this foundation, I've been itching to try this, and I've read a lot of good reviews since this is oil control foundation that is supposedly great for oily skin. So I've been wanting to pick this up for the longest time, tapi asyik sold out everywhere. So lama gila baru daripada stock. Once they did, I immediately vroom to Sendayu Tinggi branch dekat Bangi. As you can see, this foundation comes in the whipped cream texture. Macam kalau kita duk kuih telur putih, lama-lama dia jadi macam whip kan, macam tu. It is very high coverage. You can use a sponge to blend it, or you can use a brush. But I prefer to blend this foundation with a brush because I feel like kalau guna beauty blender ataupun a sponge, dia macam tertempek tu terlalu banyak tau. The side applied with sponge looks heavier than the side applied with brush. I don't know why. I feel like using a brush, it doesn't really takes away the coverage, but it looks better than the side with sponge. Kalau pakai sponge tu dia macam nampak ketepik sangat. Kalau pakai brush tu looks better in my opinion lah. That is one of the pros. High coverage. The other one, I must say that the foundation feels very lightweight on your face. Pasal macam pakai bedak because of the whip texture kan, dia macam sangat macam airy, rasa macam tu. And then that's it. This is the part where it breaks my heart. I cannot find any other good thing about this foundation other than its coverage and also its lightweightness. Okay, you have to heavily moisturize your face before you use this foundation, otherwise your texture is going to be emphasized sangat. Okay, lepas tu, in my opinion, even though I like a matte foundation because I have oily skin, I feel like this foundation is too matte for my liking. Macam dia terlalu macam too matte, macam too matte. Dia nampak macam Dementor is sucking out your life. Even worse, macam Dementor is sucking every moisture in your face. Every little drop of moist gone. So you just have to bear with the matteness of the foundation, but it holds up the oil very well because it is very matte kan. Macam dah berkejap-kejap pun your face will still look shineless. Baguslah kan, dia macam put up a benteng pertahanan for your oil daripada macam seeping through. Tapi that actually makes my face look so cakey. After a few hours, the benteng pertahanan yang matte tu, dia macam bercampur dengan oil yang nak keluar, tapi dia macam tak mau kalah juga. So dia bergumpai dengan oil and it looks so cakey to the point that I cannot even touch up my face, because if I try to fix it in any way, it will look even cakier and patchier. I know that many people love it because it feels lightweight on your face and it stays matte throughout the day. Tapi sayang, it looks so cakey after a few hours, so I cannot forgive the cakiness. So next up, Cover Up Foundation, luminous and healthy looking, SPF 25 PA++, medium to full coverage. This also have 4 shades. I pick up shade number 3 because this has yellow undertone. I wanted to pick up number 4 because it looks darker, but again it has a very strong pink peachy undertone, so even though this looks light on my face, I just have to go with it. You can get medium buildable coverage if you use a sponge. Tapi kalau you use a brush, you can just get light coverage, because I feel like this foundation dia macam sinks into the brush. I don't know why. So kalau pakai brush memang nampak light coverage and I have to build it up. So kalau guna sponge, the coverage is higher. Although dia macam ada medium buildable coverage, I feel like I have to keep on top up, tambah lagi to cover up my redness and also my acne scars. To me, my kind of favorite foundation, sometimes it's not necessarily the best for oily skin. Sometimes the foundation tu tak adalah dapat tahan the oil sangat, tapi maybe I like it because it is easy to blend. Blendability wise memang superb, because of the high coverage, because of the shade, because how they look so natural on the face, yada yada yada. Okay, I try to find other charming points of this foundation, tapi this one, blendability wise, okay je lah. Not the best, tapi okay lah. Faham tak? It doesn't have the best blendability. I definitely don't like it when it is applied using a brush. Coverage dia macam not my favorite. Colour pun not my favorite. Performance wise, it doesn't look so bad. It doesn't make my face macam so kiki ke after few hours. Tapi okay lah. Faham tak? Dia macam not bad. Okay lah. Okay. Shade selection for me memang sangat so I feel like there is nothing macam so amazing about this foundation. I would rate this foundation macam average je lah. Not too bad, but not too impressive either. So next, let's talk about the first foundation that I purchased from Sendayu Tinggi, which is the Doll Skin BB Cushion. I use the shade 03 Cherry Blossom. So this is a BB cushion, which means it comes with its own puff. Very convenient. When I first purchased this foundation, they come with only 3 shades, and this was the darkest one, 03 Cherry Blossom, which is still looks so light on my face, but masa beli tu rasanya ni yang paling gelap. This foundation has full coverage, very easy to blend. It covers the redness, the imperfection on my face very well. You probably couldn't tell, but it covers my pores as well, and it looks flawless, if I say so myself. This foundation macam it has a slight glow, but I would consider this matte, but not powdery flat matte, macam velvet matte macam tu. So this foundation, this one is great for oily skin, walaupun dia macam ada glowing macam tu. After 4 hours macam tu, the only part that looks oily on my face is just my nose. The rest of the face is still okay. After 5 hours macam tu, the foundation starts to crack around my nose, which always happen. The only downside to this foundation is, of course, the shade range. Why? For me, macam susah lah kalau nak kata this foundation macam on the go punya foundation, because you know, because it is very light, so you have to put bronzer lah, you have to put powder yang gelap lah, yada yada, to make it work, to balance it out. But other than that, this is a very great foundation. I recommend this one. I think this foundation suits every skin type. I think lah, kan? I think. Last but not least, matte BB cushion oil control SPF 50. I use the shade 04 Mahogany, the darkest one. This was the latest foundation that I purchased from Sendayu Tinggi. Disebabkan I was too traumatized dengan foundation lain yang macam looks too light on my face, I went with the darkest shade, which okay, kita sambung nanti. Okay, let's talk about the shade tu nanti. Let's see the application. This one also, it is very easy to use because it comes with a puff. BB cushion lah katakan. It feels thin and lightweight. Very easy to blend. Macam sekali tepuk tu dia dah typepad dah dekat your face. It doesn't look streaky. This has a matte finish but not a flat matte finish. Dia macam natural matte finish. It is a medium to full coverage, but it leans toward full coverage. It doesn't emphasize my texture so much like the rest of the foundation does. This one feels so lightweight on the face. Every time I want to do like a wear test and macam kena check up, you know, I put this on, lepas tu I do check up after a few hours nak tengok how the foundation holds. I always forgot to do check up because it feels so lightweight sampai I couldn't remember that I have foundation on. Amazing! In certain setting, macam in certain environment, this foundation can hold the oil on my face up to 4 to 5 hours before I have to start to blot. But sometimes kalau it is very humid and hot, macam 3-4 jam tu dah start berminyak. I don't feel like this foundation holds the oil tu macam lama gila. Faham tak? Maksudnya tak adalah macam berkajam-kajam baru muka dah berminyak sebab foundation ni dapat tahan minyak. No. Tapi yang awesome-nya, sorry, terkeluar idea lah. Anyway, tapi this foundation, I feel like with this foundation, I have to blot macam 2 to 3 times, which is I consider macam banyak kali juga. Tapi the best thing is, after you blot the oil from the face, it looks amazing. Macam amazing lah. The foundation still looks good, and it is very long lasting. I feel like this foundation by far is the only foundation that can last very long tapi still look very good. Faham tak? Some foundation walaupun dia still last long, which means the foundation tu still tak smear ataupun smudge, but ada area yang macam sangat patchy, kiki dekat sini ke apa semua kan, tapi the foundation stay intact. This one, not only the foundation stays intact throughout the whole day, dia buat your foundation look awesome. Faham tak? Faham kan? Which is why this is my favourite out of all the 4. I think like this is in my top 5 favourite foundation. Tapi the downside of this foundation is the shade range. Okay, we'll talk about the shade range tu nanti later sekali. I pick up the darkest shade in hope that this will match my face. You guys have watched me use this for the first time in one of my videos. Masa tu I think you guys pun nampak the foundation match my face very well, but I forgot that I was using this bright light, so it makes my face look bright lah. Lepas the video, I turn around and see the mirror behind me. Oh my god, it looks so orange. Okay, so orange. I've tried this foundation in other lighting after that, and it looks even orange when I step into the natural light, but I can fix that by using a very bright highlight. By the way, that is the foundation that I'm using right now. Nampak macam okay kan? Kan? Oh my! I have to macam very heavily highlight my face to counter the orangeness. Some lighting dia macam bearable, it doesn't look that bad, nampak macam match lah kan in some lighting, but in other lighting, oh my god, Donald Trump kan ni. I feel like 03 will match my skin better. So once I finish this foundation up, I will definitely go and buy 03. Lagi satu, I thought 04 will be my perfect match because I saw the swatches on Kak Yati's hand. Oi, panggil Kak Yati macam sini hang sekolah convent dulu pula. Kak Yati, you know, the lady boss of Sendayu Tinggi. She has a very fair skin. 04 nampak macam gelap on her, so I thought it will match me. But other than that, this is a great foundation. So I highly recommend this one if you have oily skin. Obviously, it's my favorite out of all the foundation from Sendayu Tinggi that I just talked about. This one is my favorite. This one is number 2, and this one is my least favorite. Not my favorite pun. Aha! I'm so disappointed. Oh. So, okay. I feel like the biggest con of Sendayu Tinggi foundation, not any foundation in particular, but every foundation, is the lack of shade range. Dia bukan kira lack, dia dah macam kira slack dah. I feel like the shade range tu caters to light, pale, fair skin people, which is so not fair for deeper complexion. But ada foundation dia memang best. So kalau lah dia came out with more shade range that can cater semua orang dekat macam ni, alangkah bagusnya. But maybe dia nak test market dulu ke apa ke, I'm not really sure. Okay, shade range tu dah satu hal. And the thing is that dia punya undertone tu, it's very weird because I feel like kita ni Asian, we have yellow undertone in the bar and maybe a few pink undertone, but I feel like dia punya shade tu ada yang macam peachy undertone, macam why? Like, why Kak Yati, why? Oh, by the way, I've tried other cushion foundation from Korea and most of them macam doesn't suit. Oh my god, malam-malam pun 7-Eleven juga ke? Oh yalah, 7-Eleven 24 jam kan? Okay, I've tried few Korean cushion foundation, BB cushion, but I feel like BB cushion from Sendayu Tinggi fits our weather the best. So kalau teringin pakai BB cushion, go check this out. But they don't come with a refill, FYI. In terms of price range, average macam dalam RM50 macam tu. So I feel like it is quite affordable. But again, I will recommend for you to try the cushion foundation. So yeah, ada tertinggal apa-apa tak? Lagi sekali nak ingatkan, this review is based on my skin condition. I would suggest for you to do your own research and you know, look out for any other reviews. Mana tahu kalian kata lain kan, sebab you know, skin ni lain. So yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this video is helpful. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!